Okay, I've been working on what I'm hoping to include as a new feature for my game um, in the next update. This is gonna be the whole update, maybe, probably, if I put one, but I'm not sure how that's all gonna work because I don't know if I have to switch to using Butler or if my game is too big, but I figured out a way to include some kind of docking. Not only that, but I think I'll be able to have placeable docks. And I think with this method, I'll be able to have a dock items that you can dock to and then drag around. And I was thinking about adding another vehicle just to drag things around. So then there'll be a lunar lander style vehicle that you race around with in the hoops you make. Then there'll be the drone that you can race around with in the hoops you make. But then also with the drone in space, part of the race can be that you need to line up and dock. So every lap, maybe, you need to dock. Or in order to finish after 3 laps, you need to dock. But then another kind of race might be a heavier, slower vehicle that has to go and grab weights of different sizes and then race them through hoops. So that's a future plan, but basically everything in my game as it is right now, including this new feature that's not in the game yet, but it is in my game engine, um, is already able to do that. All I need to do is make it so that once I dock to the weight, then the weight is now connected to the vehicle's mass. It has a rigid body and everything, and then the vehicle will tow it around. So your vehicle will drive differently, and then you'll have to race through some hoops over to the item that you need to grab. You'll dock to it, and then you'll race back through some hoops, drop it off, and maybe there'll be like 3 of them. And so it'll be a whole nother kind of race where there's racing where you just try to get through laps. There's also going to be racing where you get through laps and then have to dock every so many laps or every lap in order to complete each lap. And then there'll also be where you can dock to something that you can then tug somewhere else and then undock from it there in its new location and then go back through some more hoops. Like a lap will include moving an item by having to dock to it and then bring it somewhere. So here we go. I'm gonna hopefully this works. So what you do right now, it's really loose. I may leave it loose because my controls are pretty good and I have pretty good resolution on my inputs, but the only comment I've gotten on my game so far is that the controls are kind of hard. And I know that because if you use the keyboard, it's kind of hard. So what you do, here's this docking module right here. You can see it's got this plus sign in the front and this plus sign in the back. And then these arms are just for looks. Right now you don't physically dock to anything, it's just a cube. And so what you do is when you start getting close to the correct place, whoa, none of my thrusters are firing, so I must have goofed something up while I was in the middle here, but I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, what you do is you get over here, and then you can see that I get a plus sign once I'm in the docking area, and now I can line up those plus signs all to each other, and then press a button, and now I'm docked. So I can drive my controls and nothing happens, and then I can undock, but I can't dock again until I move away from the dock and then back up to it. So if I press the dock button, nothing will happen. And if I move away, then all of my lights turn off. And now if I come back in, I'll be able to dock again. So you see it's kind of loose. I don't need to be lined up exactly. I'll probably make it so you need to be a little closer to be lined up, but I haven't decided what to do there. And I have no idea why my thrusters aren't firing anymore. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'll have to go take a look at that. That must have been something that I did. But when setting up this docking system. Alright. So hopefully Ace Racers SP will have docking as a kind of race item element, a racing element, and then also along with that, although not first, but eventually you might dock to something that has mass and then have to tug it around. So, thank you very much.